We're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, my name is Becky, and this is my husband, Will.
Hello.
And we are the founders of Tucson Ghost Society. We also own Tucson Ghost Company, and we are radio hosts to Mysteries Explained, which airs on Spreaker every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Yes.
So tune
Join.
in.
Yeah,
Join
tune
us.
in. Join us. We wanted to start doing some educational videos because of the fact that we have realized,
That people are using equipment wrong.
yes, the paranormal field has become a joke. And because of the fact that the paranormal field has become a joke, we want to take that field back. And we want to try to help other teams that are truly in this for the right reasons. Now, some ground rules that we want to point out before we move on is if you are in this for the right reasons, then you're in it to find true answers, to help the field, to help people. And if you are in this to help people, you are definitely not charging the people for your help. So you're not getting money for helping people at all. We have Tucson Ghost Society, and as I said, we don't charge. We've made that very clear in all of our posts and everything we do.
Now, we do have a company that we do charge for, and that is for education or entertainment purposes only.
And we do some education with it too.
Yeah, we do educate with it.
Yeah.
We tell people what the equipment does, why it goes off, what causes it to go off. And speaking of equipment, this is the first one.
We decided to focus on the kII today because of the fact that the kII seems to be one of the most popular go-to equipments for all these new teams. That seems to be one of the first pieces of equipment that people buy.
And this gives you false readings. This is a do-it-yourself at home EMF meter, pretty much.
Now, ghosts are known to change the EMF field. That's the theory, that they can change that electric magnetic field around you. But the problem is all equipment has its downfalls. Now, we're not saying you shouldn't go out and buy one of these because it can be helpful. But what we are saying is that you should not rely on just that. And you need to know exactly what this equipment does, which is why we're starting this series.
This was built for the home consumer to sit there and make sure they had a home that had a safe range of EMF. That's what it was designed for. And it was also found out that it is a fluke. It has false readings. It was designed for power lines, appliances, and as time went on, we found out that it also is triggered by cell phones, two-way radios, computers, Wi-Fi, anything that is going to cause an electrical disturbance,
Like my phone.
especially a magnetic one. And you're not, yep, see, there it goes. Oh my God, your phone is haunted.
And that's what we found to be some of the problems, is you get these little teams that really don't research. They take one of these because this is one of their first pieces of equipment, and they will go into places like a kitchen or somewhere with a lot of appliances and put it up to things, and oh my God, it's haunted. But in reality, it's not. It's the electromagnetic field that those pieces of equipment, refrigerator, appliances, is putting out.
Now this is also a single axis piece of equipment and it's unshielded, so it is subject to lots of false readings. But it's a cool little toy to play with. Yeah, take it on a guided ghost tour and get all kinds of false positives.
We want to be clear though. We're not saying that this does not work, but what we are saying is you need to know what this equipment does, and you need to have backups, okay? What we tell Tucson Ghost Society is if just this is going off, we're not going to consider that paranormal. Just like if you have a personal experience, we're not going to really consider that paranormal. We want things backed up. So if this is going off, plus you're getting an EVP, plus you're getting a cold spot, then we're going to pretty much say that yes, this did work properly. But you need several things to kind of back it up instead of screaming ghost just because this lights up.
So basically, Don't validate your evidence with one thing. Have 2, 3, 4. Get as much of your toys going off at the same moment, telling you something's happening there. Because chances are then you probably do have something going on. But if you have one piece of equipment going off, is that really paranormal?
Not really.
No.
I will tell you what good these do is they are great for baseline readings. You want to take them through a house and kind of go up and down in the areas and see where your spikes are. But then you also are more aware of where those spikes are. And here we go. Just because you set this in the middle of a room does not mean you're not going to get false readings from it. Because guess what travels through the air?
Electricity. Dun dun dun.
So just because this spikes, it could be that something is being transmitted, just like that lovely two-way radio. You cannot believe how disappointed I was to find out that those little walkie-talkies that teams use will set off your equipment because of the fact that it's putting that into the air. And just like how this is spiking every once in a while, it's because I am live on Wi-Fi, and even though it's not right up to the phone, that source is still going through the air.
So why my beautiful wife is holding this lovely equipment up. Now the reason why the walkie-talkies is a prime example of electricity flowing through the air is because you have one 2 miles away and you got somebody standing about a quarter mile the other direction of you, and they hit their two-way radio. Signals traveling through the air. So you could be standing in the middle of a room and this will go off.
Oh, and just by tapping it too. Oh, it did. No, it's not. See? That's why you can't rely on just a kII. You never know. And I've had people that just wave it around and do all this crazy stuff, and it can set it off too. So your equipment, you need to understand it. You need to know what it does, and you need to be careful with it. Now, these are fun to use. We're not saying don't buy any equipment, but what we are saying is don't rely on just this. If you are a brand new team and you're just now getting this equipment, please don't go into a resident especially and take this up to a refrigerator and tell them that their refrigerator is haunted. All you're doing is freaking out the clients, and then they have to call paranormal investigators that have been doing this for a while who know better. Don't freak out your client. That is a major thing. If you're just in this for this thrill, don't do private residence at all.
And if you really want to see this thing spike, go to your microwave and make some popcorn. It'll tell you
It's
to
haunted.
get the hell out.
It's haunted, yes. But definitely understanding your equipment. Now, we have theories of our own, and that's what the paranormal field is all about, is theories. No one can prove one thing over another. What we can do is help educate one another. Now, we have found that a lot of teams will say that on stormy nights, things pick up because their equipment will get really active. Okay, keep in mind, what does the equipment do again?
Picks up electricity.
Yeah, and what happens when it's storming?
Isn't there an electrical current running through the air?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can't rely just on equipment during those stormy weathers because of the fact that it could just be picking up the electricity in the air.
Good to know.
Good to know. So, once again, the kII, yes, it's cool. And when it works properly and you are communicating with the spirit, this can be the coolest thing to do because you can ask them to light it up to certain colors. Or you can ask them to make it flicker once or twice or whatever. So when you are in contact with a spirit and you have more than one thing, more than the kII backing it up, then you can show that you have paranormal evidence.
And don't put 3 kIIs together and count that as multiple pieces of equipment.
Yes, different equipment.
Get a tri-field access meter. They work great too. They're
Definitely
shielded.
your recorder.
Your recorder, maybe a thermal imager.
Yes.
What's that new thing called that everybody's doing?
The new thing. There's always new things.
Well, it's been around for a while, but now it's become real popular. It's the Echo Box or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely you want to use as many pieces of equipment as possible so you can compare notes. And you definitely want to have more than one thing going off to have a backup to prove your paranormal activity. What else?
Analog equipment works really good too. So just don't rely on digital. Analog is actually really good.
Yes. And personal experiences, yes, you want to note those, but keep in mind that they are just personal experiences. Now, why we say that is because sometimes if you let your imagination run wild, you can
Think that you're having paranormal activity.
when you're not.
And it's all in your head.
Yes.
Now, we're not saying it doesn't happen. We're just saying keep this in mind.
Yes. Now, both Will and I have had paranormal experiences in our life, and this is what has led us to do this. But in the process of learning about this, we are learning the faulty things on the equipment, and we are learning how many paranormal teams out there are calling things ghost right away and giving us a bad name. Don't be one of those teams. Learn your equipment. kII, it is great for detecting EMF fields. It is great for baseline readings to let you know if there are high EMFs in the area. When used with other equipment and proven that it is a spirit interacting, this is a great piece of equipment for asking them to light it up to certain lights or to just have it flicker here or there. Downfalls is definitely very sensitive to that electric magnetic field. Two-way radios, cell phones, even Will's e-cigarette sets this off.
It'll make it go next green light up every time you hit the button.
Yeah. So be aware of what will set these off. Play around with them, test them, take them through your house and put it up to things and see, does that make it go off? Wi-Fi is huge. You take it near, any type of Wi-Fi or anything like that.
And you have a demon in your house.
Oh, yeah. Demon's going to be another subject, trust me.
The internet is a demon.
Yeah. But, be aware. Study up on what these things were originally used for. They weren't originally used for, ghost hunting in all reality. So know what the equipment does. Know the good sides and the bad sides. These are a very popular go-to piece of equipment, but in my opinion, these are the ones that give you the most false readings.
And we love to use these for the company just because people are wanting entertainment. And we give them these.
Yes. But we even educate them that these are very sensitive to things besides the paranormal.
We walk them up to power lines and we have them put it right next to it and watch it go spike up. And they're like, wow, I would not have known that.
Yes. So definitely understand your equipment. We wanted to touch on the kII first because of the fact that this is the most popular, it seems, in the ghost hunting field. This seems to be one of the first pieces of equipment that teams buy. And if you truly don't understand what it does, then you're going to either freak out a business or freak out a client and do things that don't need to be done.
And we're here to help.
Yes, not freak people out. And if you are a paranormal investigator, then studying never ends. We are constantly studying. We are still studying different things about the kII, still reading articles on it. Being a paranormal investigator, it's nonstop studying. You never stop learning. Now, if you're just like the ghost hunter and you're in it for just the thrill, well, yeah, these are great, but still understand it so you don't end up disappointed that you think you found a ghost when you didn't.
Oh, this is the first installment.
Yes.
The last one will probably be EVPs because that one
We're still studying up on ourselves.
Yeah. And until we have something for that, that's probably going to be the last installment for equipment code.
Yes. We will be doing hopefully a weekly show on different equipment. We will be talking about different things in the paranormal too, do's and don'ts. And we're also going to put together some fun videos. We want to make sure that you guys know who our team is, see that we're just regular people and that we're not always preachy, so to say.
I'm regular. She's not.
Hey, what do you mean I'm not regular?
You don't even drink coffee. What's wrong with you?
I don't like coffee.
You don't like apple pie either.
No, I don't like apple pie.
What's wrong with you?
I guess I'm not regular.
She's decaf.
I don't even like decaf coffee.
I know.
All right. So as you see, we can get a little weird, we can get a little funny, but hey, to be in the paranormal field, you have to be a little weird, don't you?
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
But you also need to know your equipment. So please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out hopefully on a weekly basis. We're going to really try to keep up on this, and we appreciate all your support.
And
Share away.
You know what? You know,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I got to do it.
What do you got to do?
I got to find it.
You got to do it. Well, we're live, honey.
Well, that's okay. Talk.
What am I talking about? You're putting me on the spot.
Okay. Yeah, I know. You hate being on the spot.
Oh, yes. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I know
hate it.
you hate it. You hate it with a passion.
I hate not knowing what I'm talking about, that's for sure.
Well, we're talking about K2s.
Okay, well, we already explained
Okay.
everything about the K2.
I guess, can we put a link up on the show?
We can possibly put a link up.
All right, because I would love for people to read this article.
Okay, well, you can kind of show them the article.
Okay.
Right there, you can show them the title, possibly, maybe. It's kind of going to be backwards. Why don't you read it? It's backwards, honey.
Well, that's where they get a mirror and flip it back around. So basically, it is the broken technology of ghost hunting. It is from the Atlantic Journal.
And they touch base on a lot of things that we truly believe in, too.
So if you go to www.theatlantic.com/science/archive 2016/11/the broken technology of ghost hunting /5066 27
That's a lot.
slash
Just
we'll put
Google
it
it.
We'll put it in there, but yeah, Google it, do what it is. It's a great article. You should read it. It'll educate you a lot.
Yeah.
It was well written, and if you're gonna get into this and you want to use your equipment and you want to know what it's about and where it came from, what it's used for, you have to research your equipment.
Yes, you definitely do.
And play with it and see what you can get it. Not do, but say fail.
Fail. And we're not trying to set you up for failure. Don't get us wrong. But
Because through failure,
you learn.
you learn.
Yeah.
And if you don't learn, you're just going to keep failing. So we're hoping through failure, you learn.
Maybe. All right. So this was our first of many to come. Maybe we'll do one next week with the team. We actually have a Christmas party, a company Christmas party. And we have our team. Maybe we'll get them all drunk and then do a YouTube. What do you think?
A drunk YouTube video?
That could be dangerous. But yeah, definitely, we want you guys to know that, we're real people, that we're in this for the right reasons, and we're wanting to educate and help this field and take it back and give this field a good name once again, is our hopes. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Again, please subscribe, like, and share this video. We would really appreciate it. Leave comments below and all that lovely stuff of what you would like to see us talk about. And that would be great. Thank you all.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.